All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, who I learned this true, righteous, and sincere doctrine from. My camera, I don't know what's wrong with this, so I might have to do two parts to this, but because it's only giving me 7 minutes right now, so I'm going to jump right into it. The title of this video is going to be, Why is it called Jacob's Trouble? So without further ado, man, I'm jump right into it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of time consumed with. I don't know why it does it like this. Anytime I try to do a face recording, it don't give me too much time. But if I do the screen record, I can get more time on it. I want to get into the book instead of always using that app all the time, so I can get stay familiar and stay sharp with the pages. So I'm gonna start at Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. But because Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh king of Egypt. And this is just for the nation of Israel. That's the title of this video, is why is it called Jacob's Trouble? Because at the end of the day, the whole world, because it tells you in Revelation that the temptation is going to be brought upon every man that dwell upon the earth. So everybody's going to go through hard times and temptations, for nation should rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and pestilence, famine, and so on and so forth. But the Lord don't care about these other nations. This is strictly about the nation of Israel, because we are a peculiar people to the Most High. He's dealing with us, because he didn't deliver anybody else out of the land of Egypt from Pharaoh but the nation of Israel. Verse 9, Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 9. Know therefore that the Lord thy power, he is the Most High, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations, and repayeth them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hateth him, he will repay him to his face. Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and the judgments which I command thee this day to do them. So this is around the time when he gave Moses laws, and then Moses handed down to the nation of Israel. But he also said he would not be slack to return, to repay us to our face. So that's strictly about the nation of Israel, man. The Lord will repay you for your wickedness, for those that hate him. You got to love the Lord and follow his way, because he's not going to utterly destroy the nation of Israel, but he will redeem his elect. But everyone else will be destroyed. The 2/3 will be destroyed along with the heathen nations. So from there, I want to go to 2nd Ezra chapter 6, and we will start at verse 54. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 54 in the Apocrypha. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord over all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. So of him come we all nations, from Adam, and also the people whom the Lord has chosen, which is the nation of Israel. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. These other nations are counted as spittle to the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So that's why this is called Jacob's trouble, because this is strictly who the Most High is dealing with. Like a simple analogy, if your child make a friend with someone at school, both of them go to the store, get caught stealing out the store, and you get that call, him and his childhood or his school acquaintance both got in trouble or whatnot. When you go pick them up, you strictly on his ass. You ready to tear him up and punish him for the things he have done. You not really worried about the other child. His parent has to deal with him. Verse 56 again. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? See, we're going through these things already because we have transgressed the law. For the Most High told us in the book of Deuteronomy. Now we're going to jump to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Let's see what the time's looking like. Deuteronomy chapter 28. And we're going to start at, we're going to read verse 15. But it should come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. And as you read down from verse 16 all the way to verse 68, those are all the curses, because he said if we don't keep his law, statutes, and commandments, this is what's going to happen. So that's why Ezra's asking, why don't, if the world is made for our sakes, why don't we possess anything? Why are we giving it to the hands of the heathen? Because of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. Because we transgress the law of the Most High. So, and this is the state that we're in now. And then, so now we're going to go. So imagine how it's going to get when Jeremiah chapter 30 come to pass. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna start reading. I'm gonna have to run the next video to finish it up. Time just go by so fast, man. Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from Yahweh, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord Yahweh, power of Israel, saying, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, says Yahweh, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah. That's the northern and southern tribe. That's why it says Israel and Judah, saith Yahweh, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. Have we returned? No. So this is a future prophecy so far what Jeremiah has said. And these are the words that Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Okay, so like I'm gonna finish the rest of this on the next video.